It's Freaky Friday and exactly 43 days to the 2024 general election. Good evening and welcome to Campaign Uncensored, your shortest 30 minutes of everything happening on the campaign trail across the country. We are your election hub, and once it's about the 2024 elections, we've got all the tea for you right here on Campaign Uncensored. I'm Natalie and I'm your host for today. So what's the agenda for tonight? I'm sure you are curious. Well, the leader of the Afrafranto movement has abandoned his Eastern regional tour to commence Operation We No Go Gree in the Ashanti region. And you remember this?
Independent being to me, Mwame. Independent candidate to me, Mwame. We are not MPP, our independent, and on your MPP, Papa. Independent being to me, Mwame. Independent candidate to me, Mwame. We are not MPP, our independent, and on your MPP, Papa.
Well, as I'm sure you can tell, it's a packed show, so buckle up. We'll be right back. Well, let's start off today with the leader of the Afrafranto movement, Alan John Kojo Trementing. The leader for the Movement for Change has abandoned his tour in the Eastern region to start Operation We No Go Gree in the Ashanti region barely a week after the mega Afrafranto health walk. His team has commenced a market-based campaign to solicit votes come December 7. While the Ashanti region is believed to be the World Bank of the governing MPP, the Movement for Change, led by Alan Trementing, is also campaigning for change. Okay, so let's stay in the Ashanti region and speak to Ashanti Regional Communications Lead for the Movement for Change. Gabby Tre Jr. joins us via Zoom. Now, your candidate is back in the Ashanti region. That's barely a week after the Afra-Franto walk. Describe how the reception has been.
Good evening to you. Natalie, can you hear me?
Perfectly. Go ahead.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you clearly. Carry on.
Can you repeat your question, Natalie? As we can see, I'm with the team. I'm with the Honorable and Martin, still touring the Ashanti region. So I am traversing, even as I have this interview with you. So having me and your followers, your viewers, listeners.
That is not a problem. That's not a problem. I can see you're on the ground campaigning with him. I was asking how the reception has been so far there in the Ashanti region.
It's been wonderful. It's been great. It's been cheers and cheers towards the Honorable and Martin in good faith. And I say in good faith because of the people are inducing inorganic love politically. But here is the case that we are not gathering people at places. We are just moving our funds to them unawares to be at your market center, see the convoy pack around, we campaign, and people look at the reception, the eagerness, the zeal of the masses, the grassroots cheering the Honorable and Martin on. It's just fantastic. It's just an eyesore. And trust me, one of the key things that they are saying is the fact that they know for a fact that he is the man to lead this country, but for partisan nature of our political cause. And one thing that they are promising us is the fact that they are going to break the duopoly. They are going to break the duopoly because they feel like Honorable Alan Martin has gone through the mill. He has served the international community. He has served this country, and they believe that he is better equipped to lead this country than any of the front runners in the 2024 election. So, Natalie, if you ask me, it's been nothing short of what grateful. It is nothing short of fanaticism from the grassroots. Each and everyone cheering the Honorable Alan on. Trust me, it's been fantastic. We never anticipated we're going to get this kind of reception from the Ashanti region, and they are telling us that he's one of their own. And trust me, they are going to vote massively for Alan Martin come the December 7th election. It's been wonderful, Natalie.
Interesting. You say you never anticipated this sort of support in the Ashanti region. There's some allegations as well that this campaign in the region is simply to reduce the support base of the MPP there, given that it's a stronghold of the MPP. What do you have to say to that?
Propaganda from the pit of hell. You know, if anybody tells you right now that the Honorable and Martin is in the Ashanti region to cause some kind of trouble for any political organization, That is a lie from the pit of hell. In fact, it's a mega, massive propaganda. We are not going into this election just to participate. We are presenting a superior candidate. Ghanaians know that when it comes to the other fourth runners, Alan Chamatin stands tall. Trust me, the president of the republic went up north, told the people of the northern region that they should vote for the vice president because he is a northerner. But here's the case that we are not even towing on that line. We are presenting a candidate who is more competent than any other individual running this election. And trust me, the people of the Ashanti region, they know what Alan Chamatin has done for Ghana. They know what Alan Chamatin has done for every single government that he's serving. So if anybody tells you that the Afrofantoys in the Ashanti region massively campaigning to cause some kind of trouble for any organization, just ignore the person. Just don't take the person seriously, because we are presenting to Ghanaians a superior candidate, a man who has the roadmap to liberating this country, a man who we believe, the people of Ghana believe, the people who have been liberated in the mind when it comes to politics of Ghana, who are not going to go on the lines of partisan politics, the young people who are yearning for jobs. They only know that when it comes to job creation and industrialization, nobody beats Alan Chamatin to work. So if anybody tells you that they are in the region to cause, it's because they've realized that Alan is a better candidate than even the candidate they themselves have presented. So we are not buying into that kind of agenda. And of course, the people of the Ashanti region, the people of Ghana at large, are not buying into any sort of propaganda. We are on court. We are a very focused group of individuals campaigning endlessly. We have a superior message enshrining the great transformational plan. We are breaking it down to the understanding of the ordinary market woman, to the ordinary person.
We have to round it up there. But you say that any claim is from the pit of hell. That's how you describe it. Any claim to reduce the votes of the MPP is from the pit of hell. Thank you for joining us this evening. Good having you. Now, from the Ashanti region, let's talk about the unending feud in Parliament and the decision by some MPs to contest as independent parliamentary candidates. Let's go down memory lane. In 2020, President Akufo-Addo emphatically stated that he cannot work with an independent parliamentary candidate, hence urging the people of Fomena to vote against Andrew Esiama, the current second Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Now, the MPP wrote to the former Speaker of Parliament, Professor Michael Aaron Okoye, to declare his seat vacant. His bid was successful and he won the election. President Akufo-Addo, what is your take on independent candidates?
Independent candidate, to be money. We are not MPP our independent and on your MPP papa. On your MPP papa, MPP papa, on your independent. Titro, Masmasian from Manamenundi Komoa, one band, that's a only a boom mammy. Utumi ni adwuma onipa ni ebuo ma me no mimi tumi ni nye adwuma demisamo obia gen enya no baako onipa betumi ni na ye adwuma eni sule a oja me chen ono na betumi ni na ye adwuma Mismatch man pamper, so go independent candidate, launching him Jubilee House, also on my. When you say, and I'm going to say, and Basso, yeah, to man on that, and to man it's now. Papa. MPP ni papa unya independent titro mismatch man pamper so go independent candidate launching him Jubilee House also on my.
Well, let's now head to the Volta region. Flag bearer of the MPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has just wrapped up his tour. Beyond the sweet promises, Tokpui Dega Kojo Day, the 12th of the Peki traditional area in the South Day constituency, says the MPP government has done a lot, but it's not properly promoting its achievements.
Whoever is the leader of Ghana is leading all of us. So if government brings policy, let us all look at the policy very well and see which ones benefit us, and then we pick from it. I think there have been a lot of government policies and interventions. Some of them might not be applicable to Peki, but those of us who are observers realize that a lot of the socio-economic policies that the government had introduced, if all of us had taken them seriously, I think we would have been singing a better song than we are singing today. I would also want to say that the government and the people belonging to government do not sing their praises enough. If you come to the rural areas, sometimes we don't even know what the government is doing. Except if you take interest in what is going on, then you will see what is going on. We delight in the unfortunate economic difficulties that the country is going through. Well, good news is not news, bad news is. But sometimes we need to project the good things that are happening to us so that everybody can take delight and benefit from what it is. We are particularly grateful to the government for giving us one of the Agenda 111s, which is cited at Bel.
Now, Tokpui Awuja Adabla, the 15th, has praised Dr. Bawumia for innovative ideas that have become beneficial to the area.
Furthermore, we would like to acknowledge the numerous social facilities that your government has provided, greatly benefiting our communities. The establishment of emergency and accident ward at the Adidoma Hospital has been monumental addition to our healthcare system, ensuring that our people receive prompt medical attention in times of need. The extension of the throwback water supply project phase 2 to various communities has significantly improved our access to clean water, enhancing our quality of life. These are just few of the projects mentioned. Additionally, the supply of buses to our 2 senior high schools, Atidoma Senior High School and Mafi Kumase Senior High Technical School, has eased transportation challenges for our students, allowing them better access to education. We are also appreciative of the construction of health facilities at Mafi Amfoy and Bogaji, which are crucial in delivering healthcare services closer to our people. Your campaign slogan, "It is possible," resonates deeply with all of us in Central Tongu. Please do not forget Central Tongu. We are excited about the possibilities that lie ahead under your leadership, and we look forward to your continued support in your quest for progress and prosperity.
Well, the NDC must also be vigilant. Let's ask Dufia of Keji, Joachim Akolache, if he shares the same sentiment.
We've been following keenly all your exploits and the message of bold solutions that you have for the future for this country. We are excited. Your government or our government has been very developmental oriented, and the footprints of this development are everywhere to see. Even here in Keta, and particularly Keji, where the Keta port is located, we want to use this opportunity to thank you for the preliminary work that has commenced. The free SHS is no exception, and that is why the youth are all excited. Each and every one of us, including we, the chiefs, are beneficiaries of some of your innovative ideas. Some of us know the value that you espouse and that you strongly uphold. Values of integrity, honesty, hard work. And these are our values here in Anglon. These are some of the values that we also espouse and hold dear to ourselves. So we share a common value. And I know this moral authority that you have stand for will propel you exponentially to a former authority, and inshallah, as we always say, you shall surely make it.
Well, before we wrap up, let's briefly dissect the unending feud in Parliament and assess Dr. Bamia's campaign tour in the Volta region. Joining us via Zoom is Dr. Jonathan Asante-Otre, a political science lecturer at the University of Cape Coast. Now, you heard President Akufo-Addo say back in 2020 that he cannot work with an independent candidate. What does this mean for our democracy, given the fact that some sitting MPs are contesting as independents?
Well, let me say good evening, if I heard your question rightly. The point is that if you don't have the numbers on your side, you have to be very tactical in the manner that you conduct the politics. I think that the president then opened his mouth too wide and to ensure that they cooperate with Mr. Isiama to have that majority. Now, anything is possible, and so they seem to be an independent candidate because they don't really know how things may pan out. And so I think that it is a cautionary measure for now that they have to ensure that they do not antagonize these same people should they even have the occasion, should it happen that they may, win those seats. And that would mean that they will still want to work with them.
Now, let's head to the Volta region. The MPP is targeting 300,000 votes in that region, a stronghold of the NDC. How realistic is this?
Well, I think it is very unrealistic. If it were to be 2016, possibility was there because then the NDC had 8 years, in government, and so people were yearning for a change. But as of why the MPP is rather asking for this debate so that they will find a way, of unsettling Mr. Mahama so that they will get some vote out of his. Because if you look at Global Info Analytics, the data that they have brought, it tells you that first-time voters and those who did not vote, about 20-something% intend to vote for Mr. Mahama and the NDC. That is a huge struggle. The point they want to have 12 years. And with all these challenges that they have created, the mess that they have put all of us in, that is an Achillean task to say you're going to get that number from that particular. I am aware that they have been basking in some videos on social media of some lady and a certain man, complaining bitterly about, exactly what happened. And that has been, as I speak with you, the light has just gone off once again.
Right.
And so
Dr. Asante Otra, thank you for your time this evening. Good having you. Well, that's all time would allow us on tonight's edition of Campaign Uncensored. I'm Natalie Fort. I'll return at 6:30 p.m.